What's up, Clemson Nation? What is up, TTC guys? Sitting here watching the Braves get win number 2 today over the Rockies. And I just wanted to make a video, a little response to Acpcarter's last video, and also a little backstory from when I joined the TTC is in regards to all this new TTC versus old TTC stuff. Excuse me. This will be the last video I make on that. Carter, I know that I know everything you've been going through, man, and saw those videos, and I hope everything's going good with you. And I just want to say that there is no alliance in the ACC. There is no alliance whatsoever in the ACC TTC. I think you might have been like looking at the gangsters thing back when that commish thing was going on, and thinking there was a real alliance going on or something. I can assure you, there's not. As far as I'm concerned, if you've watched my videos, pretty much all I do is trash the ACC and attack conference homers. I'll tell you what, guys. The fan base I hate more than any other fan base. I hate it more than South Carolina fan base. I hate it more than any other fan base in the country is conference homers. SEC homers, ACC homers, it doesn't matter. Why do you think I'm always trolling on Twitter? If you follow me, I'm always trolling that SEC account, the #1 SEC or whatever the heck it is. They're a joke. Whoever runs that account's a joke, and they are definitely the ultimate 12-teamer or 14-teamer in y'all's case. But I just want to show you, if you watch my videos, you know I absolutely hate conference homers. I hate everything about them, and I hate the ACC with a passion. I couldn't do any more to show that. So there's definitely no alliance. Just want to get that out there. Although we do respect each other, most of us in the ACC TTC do respect each other. I respect all y'all guys out there making videos. As far as I'm concerned, as far as the old TTC versus new TTC stuff, obviously my thoughts on this are, screw all that. We need to focus as a whole in the TTC and make sure we get back to making videos of the quality of the old TTC. And when I joined, I would, like most people, I was a typer for a long time, from like 2008 until I started making videos in 2010. And I first started watching, I think BVD was the first person in TTC I ever watched. That was back soon, like not long after he had started making videos. And I don't remember how I found it, but I did. And from that video, I found the Gamecock TTCers and the original Clemson TTCer, Baden Beast. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's been so long. If you guys are truly part of the old TTC, you'll remember who that is. He was the only Clemson TTCer for a while. Good job right there. 5-0, 5-1 Braves. And Baden Beast was the guy I watched the most back then, obviously being the only Clemson guy. And him and the real USC, who went by a different name that I'm not going to say back then, they went at it a lot, even though they were friends. And I'll tell you what, back then, guys, the quality of the videos in the TTC were a lot better. You had, I can remember even the dog pound was just a power back then. Obviously, Alabama and Tennessee, Blue Tick Bullies, Alabama Nation, they both had some big-time trash talkers that aren't here anymore. And for Georgia, you had Herschel, you had Tal, the ultimate troll back then. Hate Week would be so much more epic if those guys came back. For this week, looks like all we're going to get out of it is Magnum, which is unfortunate. And, sorry, Che for Florida. All those guys that used to be in the TTC, the quality of the videos these guys put out, because they were all going at each other so hard, were what these guys are talking about. That's what they're referring to. Just the quality was so much better. I remember my favorite video personally from that era, or one of them, one of the ones I can remember, was the one that BVD made. I mean, BVD and Bill Favals, they were always having to go back and forth with Alabama people. Everybody else, the dog pound, they had to stay on their shows. They had to put their best videos out there just to compete. And one of BVD's video, when he was going with the Gamecock Army or Garnet Army or whatever they call themselves, the one from 2009. And y'all looked at one, BVD's video before the South Carolina game. That one was a classic. That's just an example. Cattle Dog came on here showing an example. Y'all go watch that video. BVD's video before the South Carolina game in 2009, that's an example of what these guys are talking about. Back when they used to have to bring it so much, that's what I hope we can get back to, and that's a challenge for everybody in the TTC, the new members, to make sure you get back to what that was. Get back. It's our job, everybody's job, to get back to that. And it's for the old TTCers. You guys have admitted y'all taking time off too. I wasn't that intense last year until the LSU and South Carolina games, because there was really nothing to be intense about. I didn't have any videos coming at me. Our goal is for everybody, every hate week you have coming up with somebody, bring it. Bring it like if you're one of the old TTCers, you know, Lawtide, Hoss, BVD, even Magnum, Herschel. I hope you're coming back. Herschel Talker, and all you guys, just bring it. Hopefully Sorry Che can get back on here too, and a lot of people I'm not even thinking of. Grimm for South Carolina, I hope I see him. He was one of my favorite video makers, and him and the Real USC were actually the two that got me on here. You know, they were the ones. You can thank them personally for getting me in the TTC. They're the one. If it wasn't for those two, you know, I probably wouldn't be in the TTC right now. Back when I was a typer, I used to go at them all the time, and they, you know, finally got to me enough to where I started making vids back in 2010. So obviously, had the quality of the videos been what they are nowadays, I might not have joined. So as far as the old TTC, it did bring me into it, but the only way to get back to that is to step our games up. So the whole TTC will be like that. Step our game up, go Tigers. I'm ready for this new TTC, guys. And it's going to be just like the old TTC.